3 months later, Dad texted, "Why haven't you paid the mortgage?" I stared at the message, felt the old burn in my chest, and typed back, "Oh, I thought I wasn't welcome." Then I hit send, and my phone lit up like wildfire. But that's not where the story begins. Not really. The real beginning was softer, calmer, almost tender. Emotional hook, I can still hear the slam of the door that night. The command, the dismissal, the way they didn't even look at me when they shoved my suitcase toward the threshold. The house echoed like a cavern, cold, hollow, as if I'd already been erased. I remember the silence more than the shouting. Silence can kill more cleanly. Backstory setup. Funny thing is, when I met them, I mistook that same silence for peace. They were gentle then, soft-spoken, the kind of person who leaned in to listen, who made me believe I was finally safe. I remember the way they laughed at everything I said, eyes crinkling like they meant it. I remember trusting that laugh, leaning on it. We talked late into the night about futures, mortgages, shared responsibilities, all the promises people make when they think love is a shield instead of a weapon. I believed every word. And that's what made the betrayal sharp enough to cut bone. Discovery of betrayal. It started small. A password change here. A bank statement moved to a drawer it didn't belong in. The way they'd jump when their phone buzzed, thumb pressing the screen like they were trying to smother a pulse. I wanted to think I was imagining it, but lies have a smell, metallic, sour, unmistakable. The truth revealed itself in a blur one night, a message preview I wasn't meant to see, a name I didn't recognize, a tone too familiar for just a friend. It wasn't the affair that hurt me. It was the calculation, the planning. The way they started talking about my house, my rules, as if I were a tenant overstaying my welcome, as if the mortgage I'd been paying didn't have my fingerprints all over it. Shift in mindset. I didn't scream, didn't throw anything, didn't confront them the moment I knew. No, I went still. Stillness is where revenge begins. While they texted their little secret in the bathroom, I pulled up every financial document tied to the house, every account, every auto pay, every liability in both our names. The mortgage sat squarely on mine. The utilities too, the insurance. They thought pushing me out would make me desperate. They forgot who controlled the bills that kept that roof standing. So I left, quietly. No forwarding address, no warnings. Just absence. And a house whose veins I'd left dry. Execution of the plan. First week, the water shut off. Second, the electricity flickered out. Third, the mortgage payment missed its deadline, and penalties started stacking like bricks. I blocked their number, blocked the flying monkeys they sent after me, let them to wonder why the walls were closing in. Meanwhile, I documented everything. Every receipt I'd paid, every message, every moment of mistreatment. My lawyer called it a beautifully arranged file. I called it justice in a folder. When the bank sent the first foreclosure warning, I knew they'd panic. I also knew they'd finally have to explain themselves, not to me, but to my father, who'd co-signed the house years ago to help us build a future they set on fire for a fling. Climax and confrontation. So when Dad's text came, "Why haven't you paid the mortgage?" I felt that old wound open and finally stop bleeding. I typed, "Oh, I thought I wasn't welcome." The phone exploded with messages. First Dad, then them, then their affair partner. Apparently the honeymoon phase collapses when the lights go out. I didn't answer. Not yet. I waited until the third foreclosure warning arrived at their door, the same door they'd slammed behind me. Then I called. Their voice trembled before I even spoke. I let the silence stretch, the same silence they once used to punish me. Then I said, "You wanted me gone, so I'm gone." The bills went with me. It hit them slow, satisfying, like watching dawn creep over a battlefield. Resolution and emotional release. I hung up before they could plead. I didn't need to hear it. Some endings don't require applause, just closure. I'm rebuilding now, somewhere quiet, somewhere mine. Their house? The bank can have it. Let them explain that to Dad. Funny how people only understand your value when you stop carrying their weight. They told me to get out, so I did. And I took everything they never appreciated with me.